Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So sciencenews.org writes, spiritual convictions and group identities inspire terrorist acts, study finds. I can actually take it and break it down a little further than that, because I think here is one of these studies where if you follow the money, you'll come to find out that they're going to say, prior to the study even commencing, this is what we want to prove, and we need to do whatever it takes to get there. But it's a little more simple than this. It says Islamic militants and their fiercest opponents fight and die for intensely spiritual reasons, a new report finds. Islamic State, also known as ISIS, soldiers and Kurds who have fiercely battled themselves and sacrificed themselves for sacred non-negotiable values, say a team led by anthropologist Scott Atran of the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. These soldiers will fight also, or will to fight, depends on identifying more closely with groups of like-minded comrades than with biological kin. They said this in the September 4th edition of Nature Human Behavior. Now, Atran's findings, described in Science News last year, come from frontline interviews with ISIS fighters and members of the groups fighting against them. Kurdistan's armies, Iraqi armies, Kurds, and Arab Sunni militias. Online testing of people in Spain, where several terrorist acts had recently occurred, found a general unwillingness to fight against ISIS. And Spaniards also view ISIS as spiritually stronger and more dedicated to collective values than citizens of their own country are. It's really quite simple, and I'm going to take this study real quick, and I'm going to break it down. For some crazy reason, and I don't know why, humans feel the need to identify themselves with groups of people, okay? Even though we are sovereign, independent human beings with free will. What psychoanalysts like Laban found is that people's behaviors change when they are in groups. Okay? You know, a lot of people say, well, there's strength in numbers. Well, people also do things that they wouldn't normally do as an individual once they become a group. Now, human beings themselves from the outset have been tribal. We still are today very tribal, and it's evident in why human beings feel the need to associate with groups, right? They have to, it becomes part of their identity for some reason. Now, I say this because I don't go that way. And I try to teach people not to do that. Your self-worth and your identity doesn't depend on these relationships, if you will, these groups, okay? So, Joe Schmuckatelli out there, you know, I'm a Republican. Why? Why do you feel the need to have to label yourself that and put yourself in a box? See, instantly what this does is it puts you in a box. I'm a Christian. Why? Why do you need or feel the need to put your label on you like that? And instantly, tunnel vision. There are things that you can learn by researching and exploring other spiritual beliefs if you simply don't box yourself in. You know, that's really the key. Knowledge is power. Well, you can't attain knowledge if you don't understand how people think and what they are using for information to form their opinions and their beliefs and their ideas. So you really can't understand opposing viewpoints, and hell, you may learn something. You know, if you want to learn Buddhism, if you want to learn Muslim, what it means to be a Muslim, you know, if you're a Christian and you say, I'm a Christian, well, are you going to go and read the Quran? No, you're instantly going to, no, I'm a Christian. I don't read that crap. right? Vice reading it and trying to understand things and see if ISIS and these people that are doing this are just, following the leader, following these people out there, these false shepherds, if you will, that say, well, if you kill a lot of people, a lot of Christians, or, do this and sacrifice yourself, why you're going to have 1,000 virgins and all this kind of stuff in heaven. No. See, if you didn't box yourself in, you wouldn't fall prey to that. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. Why? How about you just choose or make a decision based on the merits and the qualifications of the people that are running? Why do you feel the need to be a Democrat or a Republican? The two-party system has been an absolute and total and complete failure for us here in the United States. It's totally destroyed any sense of, really true politics. And look at what's happened to third parties. I mean, they can't even get into a debate. And that's okay. I'm rich, I'm poor, I'm black, I'm white. Each one not only boxes you in, but creates a way for the powers that shouldn't be to use simple, tried and true, as old as existence is, divide and conquer tactics. I mean, this is stuff that they've been using for thousands of years. They use it on us all the time. We are the most divided country in America. Why? Because we feel the need to associate. Why? I'm a Black Lives Matter. Why? I'm Antifa. Why? I'm a Republican. Why? I'm a Tea Party activist. How come you just can't be you? How come you just can't say, I am? And leave it at that. Why do you feel the need to identify with groups? No, it's great. Strength in numbers. I get it. And if there's somebody out there that's protesting, or somebody out there, of course, pool resources, do things. It's most certainly beneficial. But do you really need to say, well, the hell with the other side, and I'm not even going to bother trying to understand where they're coming from. I'm not going to bother to research these issues and perhaps learn something new, whether good or bad, about the subject. I'm just going to continue to be biased, box myself in, and make uneducated choices based on the rantings and ravings of lunatics, up at the top. These very, very, very vocal minority, bunch of control freaks. Does it really sound that good? Does it really sound smart? I don't. I don't think so at all. I think, just in my humble opinion, just being you is an extremely important thing and the first step in righting the ship. And I'm not talking about saving America or anything like that. I'm just talking about getting humanity back on track. Because, we are off the tracks. We have totally and completely derailed. So just saying, I am, when somebody asks you, well, wait, what party affiliation are you? I am. Whoa, what religious sect do you belong to? I am. I don't believe or I don't participate in any certain organized religion or anything else. I just am. My beliefs are mine. This is what I've learned. And you just share what you've learned. But don't let it bias you. Because those biases are truly what lead to conflict. If we just stepped back and kept impartial, stay impartial about everything. Just take things as they go and make educated and informed decisions. The world would be a much better place. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.